Alright, so things appear to be working. I'm gonna start with another map here. I'm gonna make a front yard for this house. I don't know if I need a front yard, but I really want one. But I always like to start with the previous map, so I have a better idea of what to build. But probably not this one, apparently, because I flattened it all to the background like a weirdo. This one will do. You think you have everything completely set up, and then you just don't. Don't even worry about it. It's just how it is. And then it doesn't even load it. Nice. And here I just wanted to clone it. So this way I'll have the location of the bridge, because I'm going to have this map connect to the other map. So I need the bridge in pretty much this corner up here, so that it'll look right. Yeah, about there. And then I also do this so I can get all the filter settings, because otherwise I just have to load the map and then write down all the filter settings for each of the walls and trees and everything else to get the exact right colors. Yeah, I learned that the hard way once or twice, and then from that point on... Wow, Inkarnate's just going as slow as humanly possible today. It's excellent. Alright, so... Normally Inkarnate's much faster than that. Okay, now we can begin. That took longer than I expected. Alright, so the first thing we do is we're going to move the bridge out over to here, so I know what I'm building with. I'm planning for a size of probably about 2 on my scale, so... I have 3 different sizes my game plays out. The 3 being like huge cinematic size, 2 being minor cinematic size, and 3 being when I just need a lot of space. Most of these maps are more for cinematic reasons than anything else, so I don't really need this house here. Actually, I had to push the previous one to the background, so it's just how it's going to be. Okay, so there's a river here on this side, which means I need to have the river accounted for up here. And a lake. So I might make the bridge come out a little farther so I can actually show the water running back here. Yeah. Okay, we're going to subtract all the landmass and put it to the background at this point. Alright. So now we know down here is where I need water. There, that doesn't care on that. Okay, everything left is actually a shape, and that's going to be pretty helpful. I actually almost like having a cliff thing up here. So that's probably going to happen. I'm making a very mountainous area. It's pretty much temperate rainforest, so... Which basically means really big trees, way too much undergrowth, and way too many mountains with chasms everywhere. Just like home. Not sure if I'm going to use that one there, but I don't know. Oh, I like the way these little walls actually kind of create almost like a little, you know, like a little garden area or something like that. Interesting. I'm not 100% certain what my plan is with this map, but long ago when I made the first version of this game, I had this, and I had a bit of a story went with it, and I could just put it back and have it. Like I thought about it. I was like, well, you know, I might actually shrink this a bit. Maybe this area will be much larger, so people can kind of explore a little more. Might be kind of fun. Well, that's the case. Let's see. Let's do a quick little math here. So I'm going to need... That was 60% of that? Okay. Let's make this 177. Oh, Actually, that was just 300 on that one. That one to be that big? It's not a bad idea, to be honest. I mean... Yeah, 180 is an easier number to remember. I'll stick with that. We're gonna do this a little differently. I want this to be an explorable area. Give people a break from the high-octane gameplay. Well, if that's the case, I can just delete these other ones. I almost foolishly selected all stamps from that set, which would have just deleted the ones I just placed, too. Oh, I kind of like this. I'm going to border the garden with these, but if that's the case, we'll make it about 120 then. This might even be too small. I don't even know. We're about to find out. I'm going to have water running there, but this might actually just be rocks or something, maybe trees. A lot of my maps consist of just throwing things at the wall until I like it. I'm a big one for accidental brilliance. Or, I mean, I don't know, accidentally passable, whatever my maps count as, I don't know. Hard to say. Actually. Oh, I'm not just copy-pasting some of these. In fact, I think I'm just going to start doing that. It's like one of these, and, well, copy-paste, but just start putting a few more trees in there, I guess. They'll serve as placeholders until I get what I actually want for that. That's the thing about Inkarnate is if you select an item and then go over here, it'll be the right size. There is a lake over on this portion of the house, thinking about it. So if that's really the case, then what really needs to happen? Well, I guess a pond. It's not really a lake. I need to have something to act as a placeholder to kind of view it. So we'll do these for now. Yeah. Won't be this particular one though. I might put one of these right here. Mostly I just need that, so it brings it up here. These are kind of my universal placeholder for where I want the edge of a map to be. I almost always cover them because I don't like how they look. They look okay sometimes, but oh, it's not a lot of detail to them. I usually use these rocks in order to get a better idea, start putting them in place. But moving all these little rocks around is kind of a pain, and moving just a couple of those is actually really easy. So... oh. Came out green, how nice. Okay, apparently it's having memory issues or something. Sometimes Inkarnate gets a little weird, and it just decides that it wants you to save or it won't start showing you pictures of stuff. Maybe my internet's just not very good. I mean, it says I had an excellent connection, but... who knows what that even means? Not a whole lot. Huh. Okay. Yeah, actually, sometimes Inkarnate gets a little weird. I think we'll do about out here, I guess. I guess Inkarnate's just going to be weird. I might try to figure it out, but I don't think anybody really wants to watch that. And I'm just going to keep tweaking the map a bit. I guess I can lay out some ground of some sort. The last time I looked at this, Inkarnate added a whole bunch of new stuff for me. Like this new force texture is just beautiful. This too. Nice. 4th floor. Stupid Inkarnate, making all these cool things and forcing me after you. I mean, look at how pretty that is. I'm not going to use it here, but looks good. I'm into it. I mean, I might end up using it. Actually, one thing you can do in Inkarnate is you can have a foreground. And if you do the foreground here, then later on when you want to change it, you can just change the whole foreground. Which is only really useful when I want to change the background most of the time, because usually the background I use a singular color, so I can just cut it out and put water particles in. Since I'm using a previous map, it'll look like I'm painting the old map on here. That's fine. That was all the stuff that was in the foreground of the previous map. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well. Looks like I'm just the most amazing artist ever. Just to wipe a brush and boom, whole scene. Excellent. Excellent. Bob Ross got nothing on this. I learned so many art tricks from Bob Ross. The appearance of actually having something. You don't actually have to make the specific thing. It just has to look like the specific thing. What a master. I assume everyone in the world has seen his videos, but if for some ungodly reason you have not, you should. Just watching him will make you a better artist without even trying. Okay. I get it closer to the bridge, because the bridge will just cross right there, I suppose. I guess we'll draw a path temporarily, though I'm probably going to end up redoing the path many times over. Inkarnate is such a great tool. Everyone should get this. I mean, it's an online thing, so you don't really get a program per se, but it's pretty nice, so I highly recommend it. For now, it'll go out that way. I might put a path out this way to do something later. I don't think I'm going to have a path out to there. I might have a dirt path or something. Figure out what they would actually have built out here, because I don't even know. It's so funny, I came across this whole thing here after I'd already made so much for a different style of game. And that kind of makes me sad in a way, but I can mix the two, it's fine. Actually. Where is the edge of the yard? For now, the edge of the yard is here. So I'm probably going to have a little gate going through there, because that just seems like it'd be kind of cool. We'll just make the yard itself the 90% of the map. I'll just get delete half these. Probably gonna be moving a lot of them around, but I always like to add that stuff later, because with the bushes and stuff, unless it looks like it's been pre-planted in a specific way, you can kind of just throw them wherever. Most bushes grow pretty randomly, so if it looks like it was well thought out, you probably did a bad job placing random underbrush. Just my thoughts on the matter. Now we'll have a couple trees here to simulate the woods. Anybody who's ever had a house in the woods will tell you that the trees are pretty much going to be in your yard, and it's going to be real difficult to get rid of them. And if you do, you're probably just going to have stumps there, because if you think the tree was hard to get rid of, the stump is just that much worse. Oh, dead trees really add some character. In the original version, I actually had a grave off to the side. And I might do that again. Even had a little story bit for it. And I just, well, I never got back to having that because I changed the whole art style twice since then. And, I am not changing it again. No. No, I'm good. I'm gonna stick with this one. Let's paint a color onto this. Apparently that's the background. That's fine where it's at, I think. I think I'm gonna simulate the ground dropping off over here, though. Because by doing that, I don't know why I'm placing trees this quickly. Trees suck because they kind of block the ground. You should probably have the ground pretty stable before the trees are even involved. I guess I could have the ground drop off a little bit right about there. These areas are rarely that flat, so... Also, this looks a little too perfect for my taste, so... Let's fix that problem. I could technically have yet another waterway, but... I don't even think that would make sense. But to be fair, if you've ever spent much time in these kinds of places, there are little creeks everywhere. Pretty much any place where the shade was too strong, too much of the day, it's just water there. It just rains that often. I have a very throw it at the wall and see what sticks style of mapping. I admit it. Whatever. Why am I putting the trees so high up anyway? In fact, these should probably just be lower, because 90% of the time, I just pile things on top of them. Put them at 3. I think that's reasonable. Just in case I want something below them, like more ground. Alright, well... Today we'll listen to Ufolka's stuff, and I found out it was all completely royalty-free, and, well, it's definitely better than, well, pretty much the stuff that YouTube makes available for free, which, that's a mixed bag. There's a couple of decent tracks, but most of it's just pretty much abysmal. So not all the Ufolka stuff is all good too. Folka, whatever. It's wingless-seraph.net, I believe. If you want his music. I don't know, I'll link it in the description of this afterwards. For those who are interested in, well, music you can use for free in your game. So if you like any of it, and you are desperate for music for your game, and you are not interested in paying money, completely royalty-free. Pretty hard to go wrong with that. Time to make good on my plan here. I don't think I need this one, actually. I'll probably just draw the path over and then grab some sort of gate. What do we got for gates? Well, we should probably add these two. Alright, so we're not searching for gates anymore. Actually, we'll save the 2D stuff in case I need to make something 3D manually, which I will do, but honestly, I would prefer not to do that most of the time. Because that is very time consuming, and I'm going to try to finish this some year, I think. Maybe. But probably not if I have to literally hand make every graphic. Which, yeah. I've hand made a lot of graphics that I kind of wish I didn't have to hand make. It's been pretty fun though, I mean. I enjoyed the Daz 3D stuff. There's a little gate on this. How big does this get? Actually, that might be big enough for the character. Huh. Does that look better than the other stuff? I don't really have a gate for the other stuff either. I don't like it. And the only reason I really don't like it is not that it's bad, it's just that the other map is already using these other particular walls. So, I kind of want to keep the same artistic style, even if it's not the best overall end result. I think these were actually castle walls, funnily enough. Figures that these little wooden things would probably have the best looking gate. Like this would be like the best possible gate, and that you could actually walk through it. But to use that, I would have to sit there and erase it. Oh, I have these I can play with too. I can't really establish they're in the real world though, and they wouldn't be something you'd find in the mountains, so as much as they're very Alice in Wonderland, I don't think I should use them. I'm going to come back to that, because at this point I don't have a good plan for that. So what I might do is just create a natural rock formation to make it look like a gate. If they just built the fence right up to it and said, oh well, I guess we can't build it more. There's rocks in the way, ha-ha! Which is often not a bad plan, because that's pretty much how people would do it in the real world. Like, oh, well, we can't build it farther. That reminds me once where I was working for this electrician, and he's like, oh, well, we gotta run these lines. And then he points at this sidewalk that's right there, and I'm like, well, then we gotta dig me around. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to destroy the sidewalk. Here's a jackhammer. We'll have fun. And, yeah, I did. Spoiler, it really wasn't very fun. Jackhammers, they, vibrate a lot. You'll pretty much be shaking for a while afterwards. Just from the vibrations going... It's pretty awkward. For some reason, some of these are not the right color, so let's fix that. And now they are. I don't know if I really want a giant rock or anything like that. I could also have a little tiny island out here. That's an idea. What if I break this off here, make it a little smaller, and then have a tiny little island and a bridge out to it? That's gotta look cooler than this. This is what we call a colossal failure. I don't like it. How big do I want the island, though, is the other question. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to make an extra map just for one little island when this is gonna be just a little side thing in the first place. So, having cool things like that usually makes the area more memorable. And I'd rather the area be more memorable than large. So that's probably the plan, to at least have a little portion that's like this. Alright, let's grab these. Size of these. They're also 224, though I end up changing the size all the time. It's like the Cliffs of Insanity there. Oh well, it'll do for now. The Cliffs of Insanity. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to move this out of the way. And remove this here. Don't put that too close to the edge. Probably. I'll remove that one, use this one instead. I kind of like that there, and I kind of like having little hills here. Because again, the ground's really not going to be that flat most of the time. It's slightly more of a nightmare when you're doing the parallaxing, but whatever. If it makes a memorable map where people, you know, recount that as a great portion of the game, it was worth it. Also, mapping's pretty fun, so I don't really mind doing it. Apparently enough that I'm making a map that I'm not even sure I'm going to use. That's just how I do. I put all this final boss music in, or just this boss music in a playlist, and then the normal battle music. None of this boring ambient stuff I was listening before. No, 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 no. When you play in this front yard, it's for keeps. It's pretty much the most brutal pretend ever. Just straight up end of the world because you went in the front yard. That's what happens when you pick a flower in the front yard. Oh my gosh, you're just... The flower god just shows up, or flower, like, Akuma or something, and just, you have to do battle with it now. It's an all-new form of painting the roses red. Oh, actually, this is going to be an island. I want it on the foreground. It'll matter later. You might not think it will. I've made this mistake before. I've drawn everything in all these weird areas, and oh my gosh. You have to do this later. It's going to suck. Or if you make a big change to the background, or if I discover the background color is just the wrong color when I gotta cut it out for purposes of parallaxing, and it's just too similar to everything else. Oh, did I subtract it? Oh no. I did. Oh no. Is that terrifying Akuma? Oh my god. It scared me with its flowers. Demon flowers. Watched me make a horrible error here, apparently. I've been watching a lot of Arcadum's D&D, and they're doing a very Eastern-themed thing there with a lot of, as they put it, Akuma. And, now it's apparently stuck in my head. Happens. Huh, maybe I'll put a little wall out here. It'll be one of those accidental genius things where you see that the wall appears there and you're just drawing it back and you're like, oh yeah, there was a wall I could put out here. That's cool, I'm down with that. Get my Bob Ross on here, painting a whole scene with this. I'm just that skilled, apparently. Alright, now that's there. Alright. Yesterday I found out that people really don't want to watch anything Daz 3D related, so I'm going to just reserve making the assets off stream for that. Also, my computer really struggles with the heavier models in that. It's not a pleasant thing. I do not recommend. Unless your computer is actually good, but mine's... it's okay. It's passable enough for doing this, but... yeah. For now, that can be like that. I don't really like placing these very much early on. In fact, I don't think I'm going to leave them where they're at. I'm going to move the bridge a bit, though. I have to make my own gravestone. If memory serves, this does not have good gravestones. Let's look. It has those, but optically that'll look a little strange. I'm okay with it being a little strange, but... I have a little mausoleum there. That's pretty extreme. I don't know. Maybe like make it a small little mausoleum? Nah. I guess I'm gonna have to make my own asset for that. That's unfortunate. Or I'll come up with some idea that's really good later. I know. Don't care. Not right now. Maybe later. Select which one of those there. Let's just duplicate this real fast. That'll bring up the right thing. I should really plan these maps out a little more beforehand. I mean, I don't think I ever will, but after all, in the time it would take me to do that, I could just as easily have made it, or made something that's good enough to get the job done. I mean, realistically, I don't even know how long they're going to look at this map. 5 minutes, maybe? That's a pretty bold assumption, though, that they look at it for 5 minutes. I know how I am in most of these maps. It's pretty much loot scoot. I won't even see it. Should build my game based upon how I would play it. I guess I kind of did. It's why it's so fast-paced. There's absolutely nothing worse in an RPG than having to sit there and grind. Oh my gosh. I will just turn the game off. I'm like, my time is more valuable than that. As I go watch like YouTube for an hour. My time's really not more valuable than that. It's just really boring to grind. So I just don't. I don't even know if they'd build a rock wall all the way up here or not. Probably not. For now it can sit there, but... Is there a thing there? No. Well, they build it up to about this hill anyway. OBS here? No. Still very new to the concept of streaming. And honestly, I don't even really stream with the intention of people watching it live anyway. I mostly just plan to put the video up later on YouTube so people can watch it there. And skip to all the stuff they actually care about. Which I don't know what they care about if they're watching my stuff, hopefully my game. If not, well... Anyway, that'd be unfortunate. We don't care about your game. You just, for some weird reason, watch it. I don't know. Okay, kind of like where some of these are at. This tree is really high up. From this point on, all of the trees are now at 1. And all of these rocks are now at 0. These are already all at 3 or 4. Oh, okay. These will all be at 0 too. You can fight with the rocks for visibility. That sounds about correct. Oh, a bunch of stuff out here. You know, remove this stuff. Well, some larger trees later. I kind of want to have them go behind a giant thing here, but it does kind of obscure things a bit. I really like just having weird places the player can wander to. Oh, I just put a bunch of bushes here. I should probably make more use of these bushes. I really haven't bothered using them very often. They even look kind of cool. Now there'll be little bushes over here and some flowers and stuff until I change things up. Alright, so I guess the plan over here is, you know, I have an idea here. That's just the wrong direction. I'm gonna have to make these things at some point, I just know it. I guess this can have something over here like that. Kind of a little family grave thing or something. Oh, apparently I should save, it says so. Alright, well, that's fine. So, originally I had her believing her father was dead, so I say believing because he's not, but she didn't know that. Close enough, you know. Got a family, they're a little dysfunctional. Father leaves when she's young. Mother just says things, you know, like maybe he's dead. Then she doesn't have to explain anything or why he left. Perfect, perfect. I'm not going so far as to build a huge mausoleum for it, but this could also just be a family mausoleum too. I don't know. At present, it's almost certainly destined to be replaced. Let's just put it that way. There's a downside of Inkarnate plus streaming, and that is that both are on the internet, so, you know. That is a problem. That's how I feel about this thing. This falls into the is too perfect plan going on here that I don't like. So you duplicate one of these, and what it does is it immediately brings up all the stamps from that set, and they're the right color. It's basically the best trick Inkarnate has. It's like if sliced bread was amazing, which, you know, I guess is somewhat pretty cool, so. Alright. Now we're gonna take one of these wonderful ground things. Oh, maybe this one. It doesn't insanely matter which one I pick. We're just here to give the illusion that it's higher up. Get that out of the way. I actually don't think I want these walls here. I think if they were going to build it, they'd just build walls in the open areas, and then you would pretty much see this off in the corner, and they'd probably make use of these giant rock walls to save a huge amount on construction time and just effort in general. How high up are these? 3? Oof. At 1. Well, there should be a well out here or not. Seems kind of a little weird. I think we'll put it here for now. Maybe it's just a well that became fouled from the water out here? I don't know. I suppose it's possible. It doesn't seem like the worst thing that could happen, or the least likely thing that could happen. It's pretty much a terrible thing to happen. Alright, so, where are we at here? A lot of times I start stuffing these underneath each other to give an illusion of ground that I think comes out way better than these strange things. But I'll probably have like a little staircase there or something. I think that's pretty reasonable. What's like this, huh? Actually, I think I liked it better as it was. I think I should probably just put a rock out there or something. The rocks need to be higher up to hide all the problems. Can't have it be too nice because, you know, it's a pretty mountainous terrain, so there's going to be debris everywhere. That's okay. We'll get to that in a bit. I believe I used stepping stones previously to do this. On a different map. And it'd be an interesting callback if I use those same stones. Is this as an explanation for where she saw them at? Like why they're in her fantasy world? If I do that, I'll probably drop a lot of hints of what's going on in the fantasy world and the real world, so if you happen to look around and see it, you will get to jump for joy. Or I could just do one of these stair things. Like, I could just use stairs. Okay, I might have talked myself out of the other thing. Listen, you know, one of them sounded like a lot more work. Yep. Yes, it did. And I believe we just had this minor talk about, well, you never getting things done. For now. That still doesn't look very good. First of all, it needs to be smaller anyway. That might get... He'll probably get changed later. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like this, but I also don't think it should be here. That's true. I mean, there's an argument for putting it over here, because it is supposed to be for graveyards. So we're probably doing that. And we're probably moving that off here. Apparently the shade of that is just so incredible that it blocks this poor rock. I don't know if I want to use that trick there. I think I'm going to leave it as it was. Probably come up with a better idea. Again, this map just had no plan. So I will accept anything that it comes out looking at as long as it looks amazing. Or at least good enough. For a map that I might not use. This flower out of the way. At least not whatnot and all that. Besides, I figured they probably put all kinds of little flowers by, you know, their little family grave thing here. Oh, that's actually really low. Some random stuff there. Alright. I want ominous dead trees by the thing there. I mean, that seems a little cliche and weird, though. It is, I mean, in every single set of woods, there's dead trees everywhere. Like, I know where I'm at, like, there's a tree disease that goes around and just kills off, like, the trees actually give it to each other, and it actually just kills them. So I end up having to cut them all down, because they, if you don't, they just fall over. And the trees are, you know, they were like 50, 60 feet tall, so that would, suck. Just a bit. And this one right here is bad. That one's pretty good. This one... I guess what's the purpose of this map? That probably helps a lot. Like, I mean, I don't think a multiplayer go beyond this map. That seems kind of unlikely. Like, no real reason to do that. Maybe something out here. Huh. I suppose that the game, if I'm turning it into a series, I might go beyond that. But I don't think I want to, necessarily. I mean, I wouldn't mind it being a series, but I don't think I really want it to go beyond there at this point. Now, they had so many stamps to Inkarnate. It's just amazing. They just added. I think I got 100 plus not that long ago, so. I'm kind of already using the other maps because I'm trying to keep a art style that's the same. Because, well, kind of important, just a little. I did use some of this stuff here for the rock formation, so. Do I want to use this? Let's see. These do not look quite the same. That's pretty close. You know, it's an idealized world, so it doesn't have to be realistic. I almost don't even want mountains over here. I think I would actually prefer... I mean, not mountains, walls over here. I think I'd actually prefer some kind of rocks or something to really showcase that. I guess for now they can sit there. Maybe a little walled garden or something out here. I didn't want to do that. I don't know. I'm going to presume that they build a little path out here or something if they went to all the trouble to build a wooden bridge, so... There'll be like a little area here. What might happen is I might actually add in stuff later, like on top of it or something, or make an asset to put there. But I'm going to not do that on stream because, well, like I say, people don't seem to be very interested in how I make the assets. I don't know it's there in how I make the maps, to be honest, but I was going to probably make the map anyway, so I don't mind if people watch me make the map. Give it a nice illusion like it's really high there. Alright, I think what we're going to do with that background there... Well, first I'm going to move all the plants out of here. Oh, look, these will... Let's currently be a little wild there over here. Perfect. Usually, I like to see how it looks in the game first, and then make more plans from there. Because, I don't know, sometimes I just get better ideas. Yeah. Oh, that's right, we're going to change that background color. One thing I've learned is that, This really ugly pink is one of the least used colors I ever use in anything, so it makes a great color to just be removed later. This is by no means the final version of the map. All this is me just getting an idea on what I think it's going to look like. Alright. I have a really wide monitor, so let's get this the right size for stream. And we're just going to use this, select all the stuff that's the same color, or by same color I mean mostly just the pinks. Yeah, this really doesn't need to be perfect, this is just a concept. So, I make all of my maps 42 by 42, so it needs to be 2016 by 2016. Let's see, let's do this here. Alright. This will be the real world, and then probably front yard. Call it that for now. I have a habit of changing that later. Alright, we need to make a map in game. I usually just copy other maps I can pretty much exploit reusing as much as humanly possible. This map will do. Apparently I missed the F. I just can't even type tonight, don't even worry about it. I don't. So. I made a lot of maps, I'm not sure if I'm going to use a lot of them. I'm probably going to use some though. Alright. Part of the reason for this is I can just take all the little particles here. Oh wait. Before we get too far into it, let me do a quick save, because I'm going to use Keymap Editor to position the map image at -1, which is my usual favorite for parallax map. It happens at the tile map level, so I can put particles underneath it, because all the particles are also at tile map level. Alright, well. If you've never used QMap here, a real brief tutorial on it. Pretty much, you load your game by clicking load and selecting your game file. And then if it'll load up all your maps here. You pick the map you want. In this case, we have the front yard. And then you come down to here and you click New. This creates a map object. You can name this map object wherever you want. In this case, I'm going to call this one Parallax because, well, that's what it is. And here you can offset it however you want. X and Y are here. It starts up in the corner at 0, 0. So if you put it like 50, it's going to move 50 down, whatever. All that. So let's just say we'll go through them. Z is pretty important here. Z is how high it is. The player is normally at 1 and 3 pretty much. Kind of 2, but 2 is weirdly not specifically used. So as long as you put it at 0 or less, it will appear below the player. I'm a fan of -1. If you want to change the scale of the image, like it's too small, you can change it here. It's usually in like 1.5, 1.8, or just like, if you make 2, we'll actually just make it twice the size. So you can scale it in either direction, and then of course anchor will just turn it around. Anchor pretty much means that it will pick a point and then move the image based on the relation to that, but you're still basing it on the starting point. I've never found a use for it. I'm sure there is one. It's probably if your character's not tall enough. Anyway, click the select image here. No, select file. Go to whatever image you want. It does not have to be in the parallaxes. It can be in anything, including pictures. So we do this, and now it appears here. Cool. Oh, I clicked open on that for some reason. Okay, in order to scroll around, you hold down the middle mouse button, and then you can move places. Pretty handy. So this one's fine. This is what we're going to do here. Showing that happens if you actually pick these things here. Say I do 50, it moves it over, you see. And this one here, it would move it down. So you get an idea. And it places it right there. And that's where it will look in the game. And of course, scale being insane. Like 1.2 will make it too big. And it'll show you where it'll be even off the map. But obviously, that's not very handy. Okay. One of the things you can also do, and I'm not going to do it here, but I will show you on a different map. We'll save this here. Over on this path to Hope Point here, I have a cavern interior. And the cavern interior, it appears only, like, it's covered up by a cavern overlay that appears as long as variable 32 is, 73 is at number 2. So you click New Condition, and you can go down your list of switches, variables, or write a script. Let's say I take my puzzle number here, and I make the value 25. And now, as long as this variable is 25, and this variable is 73, then this cavern overlay will show up. Otherwise, it won't. Pretty useful little thing there. And then, there's a lot you can do with this, and we'll probably get into it later as it goes. However, you can also put in... we'll do a quick test here. I'll probably end up clipping this, put it on YouTube anyway, so you can see how this is done. Let's say we grab a character image like that. We're going to grab a character here. Yeah, we'll just put her here. She's just standing here on our single organization. She's absolutely ginormous. We're going to put her at... 3 is probably fine. That's pretty good. And now... yeah, sure. You'll have to reload your game whenever it modifies it externally, so you'll have to make note of that. So, I'm going to grab the comment information here because I do not have this information offhand usually. Alright. So, you can take collider information from QMovement, and you can actually put it straight on in. So, and now you see where the collider is for this character. Your options are interaction, or default, or collision. But also, when you're using QMap, you can name it whatever you want. You can have collision 1, collision 2, collision 3, whatever. Doesn't super matter. And the easiest way to do it is just to simply put a collider, collision, type of collision, be it box, circle, or polygon. Which, if you want to learn to do this QMovement, that's its own story. And then the actual X, Y, and then the offset. You'll notice she's offset pretty far there because this was never intended for her. Let's say we offset it 0x. And now you see that this is her hitbox. And now when I go into the game, this will be the hitbox for it. Though I'm probably going to make her much smaller. This is only for purposes of showing people because I've heard people ask about this. And, I might as well show people. It's a great program. Though I admit that it is sometimes kind of hard to figure out where to put it. But at least in this, you can just see where it's at. Whereas the other, you can't. For purposes of this, we'll just leave it like that. Okay. So, now, she's a map object, she's at 3, and the player will impact that red section. Cool. You can also... sorry. You can pick a sprite sheet. I don't currently... Nope, I do have one. And then you can select how many rows and columns it is, and have fun with that. I don't remember what this one was at. I think 25 or something? 24? Yeah, now she's up there, and there's a sprite sheet. Woohoo! So you can use which character you want on the sprite sheets, just in case you're using RPG Maker's 9 million pre-made things. Which is pretty useful. And then... I don't think I currently have it installed at the moment. We can do another one here. We can actually... Oh, we're not doing that. We're doing animated. I don't have anything specifically set up for this. This is about as impromptu as it gets. And... oh, that was a mistake. You should always lock your things in place so you don't have to deal with it later. Now she will follow her sprite sheet animation. Cool, huh? If you have QMovement, if you have QSprite installed, it will let you select poses from the sprite sheet. But I don't. And getting it to work with MC is really challenging. And I don't have a working way to do it yet. So at some point, if people are interested, I will show them how to set up poses in NB with QSprite. Though, let me know if you are. Because if no one's going to watch it, I'm not going to go to all the trouble to set that up in NB. Nah, I'm good. It's not worth it. Anyway, now you'll see that these are in here, so when we test the map, which I'm going to do right now, it's going to appear. First of all, though, I need to make an actual entrance to that map, because, well, I don't have one. I'd like the player to appear at 49... map 49, 3, and then 5. So. I have my own portal event. So I can just, change one page and it just does the rest of it for everything, and yeah. I highly recommend lots of common events or things, just common event, yep. And a lockdown thing that I use for other stuff. Alright, now let's do a quick test and you'll get to see what happens. Oh. Here is actually what happens. It's on the wrong thing. Oh, not that one. I also have full screen on, so I can't move it. Alright. Now. It goes off the map. That's fine. Oh. Ah, I see. I forgot I have a portal that appears right on that spot. Give me just 1 second. This can now appear at, Actually, I'm going to put it over here. 417. I have a dev portal, and the dev portal goes to lots of maps. And then I make connecting maps. Alright. Now you see the character I made here that apparently I have through on the character at the moment, whatever. Alright, well there's a lot going on in this map, Nolan. But you get a thing there. You see the stuff I copied over, but here's the character that's animated, doing her thing. Here's the one from the sprite sheet, doing her thing. And of course, here's the big one. Apparently I botched her thing. I probably need to make it default or something. It's kind of been a while since I bothered to use that as a actual doodads thing. Alright. So you get an idea where to look at. I need to make some big changes real quick here. The most obvious change that I need to make, I don't really need this character here. Actually, I'm just going to remove them. They don't need to be here. Okay. I don't need the little mini-me on there. That's perfectly fine. I don't need her. I copied the map with probably the most things on it. That was probably an error of judgment. These will be all my water maps. Oh, my water particles. If people are interested, I'll show them how to do that, but honestly, you know, they're gonna have to say they're interested, because, I mean, if you're not into using particles, yeah, it's probably not going to be that exciting. If you're an artist type, or you really just want to throw pictures around, which is pretty much what particles are, it's pretty good. Alright. Well, let's do a quick save here. Obviously, I don't need these weird things just sitting here. I'm sorry, you can go up there and delete a map object pretty easily by just clicking on it and clicking delete. It goes away. I'm gonna try default. I think my character might just have, I can't even think now. Has through on. It's 1:59 a.m. here, so you know. You'll have to forgive my well, being not quite as all there as it could be. Unfortunately, this is about the only time I can really do it. Okay, I did Daz 3D work earlier, but like I said, I don't think anybody really wants to watch that, at least not in this community, so I'm sure in the Daz community they're probably like, yeah, let's watch that. Oh, I guess I botched your thing. Ah, whatever. That's starting to look a little better. I need another water particle. Put a transfer back there. This will send back to home, and I want them to go to 38, 38, 36. 38, 36. Portal. I probably won't have the portals laid in the actual game. Maybe I will. It depends on how dreamy and not so real I want it to be. Huh. Now I kind of want to run more water through this area and maybe run it right down through here even. That'd be kind of cool. People really like water. It just does really well on all the social medias. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you beyond that. Alright. Anyway, now that's done, and, well, I don't need that up right now. Let's go back and play in this. Yeah. That's not helpful. Select it. Aha. do a little trick here. I usually like to lay things out and then start playing with the illusion of depth. Because obviously there is no depth, but... Well, okay. There actually is depth, because I play with the Z-coordinate a lot. It's just... still a flat image. But technically, things do appear below each other. I just hate having 3 of these look the same on top of each other. It looks weird. Well, that wouldn't balance. It's like the most precarious front yard ever. By the way, there's just a literal, rock slide waiting to happen in your front yard. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Go play. It'll work out. I swear. Spoiler, it probably won't work out at all. Probably not. This might be a little too weird looking for the front yard area. I wonder. I just kind of like the little wells, but I don't know how necessary they are. Alright, let's see here. I just do not like that. This seems more like a scenario where I need something that's a little more angled like this. Again, these are usually just my placeholders. I usually don't keep them because I don't like them particularly, but... that would be pretty cool to have there. Gotta remember that this is not the most flat area, so, if at any point I think something is perfect, I should probably immediately investigate and say, is it really too flat? There's a high likelihood of probably. Something more like that's probably a little better. So now we're cleaning this side. I might put this over. Oh. I don't care. I'll deal with some with it later if I really want to, but I'm just going to cram everything over there for a second. Or that's just me saving time. Subtract more of the background in this area here too. You know, originally I made this map like much smaller scale, so I could made everything smaller scale so I could make more to run around on. And then I'm just putting all this impassable area in there because it'll just look cool. That's not particularly doesn't seem like a very good idea. Oh well. Again, they're mostly just story areas anyway. You might find some little doodads or like, you know, secrets and things, but overall their main purpose is mostly to provide structure between the actual story. I'm just going to do the opposite. Alright. I think I might actually just leave the broken path there, like the path's just been there a long time, and then it just, over time, it just kind of broke. It's fine. I go for a consistent size, so 300. Well, 300 will leave mark on this one. I can make it work. I guess not every bridge has to be absolutely perfect, but I'm trying to keep the same scale at least. I think I might just remove that. I think I just would rather have rocks here. Rather than need some weird explanation for why... I hate that one. Some weird explanation for why there's one wall right there. Not all mountains are the same size. Well, we didn't mountain so much, but this now seems highly unnecessary. Okay. Okay. If I do that, I'm probably going to establish that this is more of like a forest over there. I'm not sure how many more walls I'm going to use on this. I mean, it might be kind of unnecessary, to be honest. Right there, I guess. I don't know if you noticed, but even around people's houses, there actually isn't that many places you can really walk in. Like, you'd think there'd be more than there are, but it's usually full of a lot of weird crap. You know, there'll be rocks, stumps, gardens, weird large objects in the way, cars, trailers, you know. People even now, their houses are just loaded with stuff. So, that's in the background, that's not helpful. Undo that. Mostly you're supposed to walk on lawns and, like, driveways, or in this case, roadways here, and that's largely it. So. Sounds like I'm playing, like, Star Ocean or something with... Actually, just sounds just like Star Ocean, to be honest. This guy loves Star Ocean, so that's cool. Still waiting for Mog to make the Star Ocean battle system, and I will throw money at him if he charges for it. Yep. So for some reason you are randomly watching this, Mog. Make it so I can throw money at you. I'm just saying, you know, if you like money. If you don't like money, yes, that's fine too. You don't gotta like money, but if you do like money, I like Star Ocean Battle System. Just saying. I feel as though we can come to an arrangement. Where I, like many people, are waiting with bated breath. To shovel money at you. Okay, I'm gonna put a rock randomly out here. Have it sticking up on the thing there. I'm gonna move that randomly by accident. He knows why I did it though, so... maybe the same for this one too. I don't want it to be that big though. I'll probably end up adding him to the background and then erasing him a bit. I do that a lot. So, yeah, I could add this to the background and then erase them, and then they'll be like halfway in the water. So that'll look pretty cool. I always read the little thing saying the stream's bitrate is so much lower, and I'm like going, well, you know, my internet, we live in farm country, so... Well, farm country off of a decent-sized city, so you'd think our internet would be better, but it's really just not. Like, this is the best we got. So, you know, whatever. Perfectly fine. Okay. I'm gonna work this out over here because I've got this, need to add way too many mountains to things, but not that big. I just want to establish pretty sizable drops. Now, where I was growing up at, like, people's entire yard would only be half usable because you'd have everything would be on an incline. So you wouldn't even be able to use like half your yard because it would just be like, oh, your yard is at a 45-degree angle. It's uncomfortable to even walk on. Perfect. You want to use that, right? I'm a little secret. Nobody wants to use that. Like, that's horrible. It's not San Francisco bad, but it's bad. Oh, San Francisco. Oof. It's like, is that a 70-degree hill? Wow. Okay. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Alright. We're just systematically removing all these walls. Don't even worry about it. They don't need to be here. What I'll probably do is I'll shove these into the background in a second. And then that will let me erase part of them to create the top area and make it look a lot more realistic. But I want to position these about where I want them first before I do that because, well, once I do it, the only way to fix it is to either backpedal a lot or just place them again. Alright, let's test this here. Flatten to... my bad. Flatten to the foreground. I'm smart. I literally just painted this area so this is the foreground. Before we do that, let's flatten this so it appears behind it and then this tramples over the top. Alright, so this is going to be one of these fun little tricks here. I can move that myself. Now, because of that, you probably just thought I was going to place stamps the whole time. Ah. We're getting our art on here. I'm not sure I'm even going to keep that wall. I just don't know how I feel about it. Pretty bad, honestly. Alright, well, that's a start of how we're going to do that, but it's not quite where I want it to be. This is a lot of why I use rocks and things places too, because, well, rocks are jagged and weird and it just looks a little better. That might be kind of cool. Like part of the thing there. Let's flatten that to the foreground too. We made our own new stamp. Let's do like a less of a thing here, so it's not perfect. Good, good. We don't want it to be a perfect line. Let's flatten this to the foreground too. I'm just gonna ape this for all of them because I like how it looks. Back here a little more there. There you go. That's exciting. But now we have a big, huge drop-off there, and we're going to make this more of a drop-off because I just hate it. I just hate everything that it stands for. It just bugs me. Well, I can also make it kind of a hill in a way, too. Do I do that? That might be a little extreme for what I'm trying for here. Not me saying a little too extreme. Yeah, I get the irony. Whatever. It's fine. And these two together. Push that to the background if I do that. I just realized the problem that's going to happen here. If I do this, I have to establish this hill is really high too. Alright, well, that's just something I'm going to do now. Whatever. Don't worry about it. That's just how it is now. It's just high. Way. Yeah, let's do that. We're just going to establish that this is the tallest freaking island. I don't want it to look like it's like a mini volcano under it or something. That'd be kind of bizarre and weird. And probably not necessary. Good plan. I'm sure this is exactly what they had in mind when they made these stamps in Inkarnate. Literally what I'm doing here. Totally. Oh, wait a second. Alright. Everybody loves a waterfall. It's just happening. Just don't hate my waterfall fetish, or do, whatever. She's just gonna have the most idyllic front yard imaginable. And this is exactly what when I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be a nice little, like, you know, English front yard, kind of inspires Alice in Wonderland. And it's just not that. It's just not even close. We aren't even trying anymore. It's just fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so I'm going to need this here to establish height. I'm just going to have to move all these plants out of the way. I usually just delete all the plants first, but this time I was like, there's got to be, like, you know, 50 of them here. It'll save me placing 50 of them. I can just do it this way. That's not wrong. It does technically work like that, but... This is like the most wet place ever. But I mean, to be fair, temperate rainforests can get 50-60 inches of rain in a day, so, you know. It should be pretty acceptable to do that. Let's see. If I do this, I can actually establish the islands a little bigger if I want. And then you cross it to look at the water? That'd be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. Oh, don't lock it. Okay, at that point I don't have to establish the island is as high. That's true, I don't. Also, anybody walking on this bridge would get clobbered by that waterfall. Sure you don't want to take a trip across my bridge there, buddy? Okay, so this section's going to have to be a little lower. So it establishes why the water goes that way and not some other way. Am I going to establish that as being tall over here, this thing here? I'll have to think about that. I'm not sure. But this looks closer to how yards were when I was growing up. Lots of water everywhere. Maybe not so many. I mean, there was a fair number of waterfalls. Not my front yard, but, you know. They existed. They were there. Yes. I'm going to... probably replace this one, honestly. That's the same one. The most useful ones are the flat ones. All the other ones are kind of not as useful. I guess you could erase them too, but eh. I told myself, I've streamed for like an hour, I'm kind of tired. Apparently, once I get to mapping, there's no tired. There is only mapping. I might actually just establish this whole area over here is in fact forest area. Mostly because any water particle isn't going to be that visible there. I'm also not putting that many trees in my forest. I know, right? Who puts trees in their forest? That's weird. You would not have lily pads probably below a waterfall, though, or they'd be pretty far away. We'll have some out here, I guess, a little farther from it. I'll have to put one out there just so I have an idea later. That already establishes that height, so I don't really care. A little spot that's missing here, though. Alright, so. Now, I kind of have this here as like a... I don't even know why it's here, to be honest. I just kind of like it. I think that's why it's still around. Like, it's kind of cool. It's fine. Well, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to fix this. I really like this effect. Before I put those on there, I need to make certain that I'm not going to move anything else, so... After all, we'll be sending it to the background at that point, and... That's where the stamps go to die. Oh, really? They go to be erased. Rubbing them out, all that. I don't know if I want to establish this as a hill anymore because of the fact that I've got giant hills, so it seems kind of weird to establish that as a hill too. Put some living things around it so we don't get that whole cursed look that they often have. It's just like, it's been cursed. Oh no, there's a dead tree. There happens to be a crypt nearby. Oh my gosh. The Dark Lord has come to your front yard. I'm just have a little open field area too. Because if there's one thing I've learned in all these places is they're just about as random as they come. This well is just really high up, isn't it? Everything's just going to sit at one. People would clear off the well area. Why are those all have weird things there? They should be at one. Actually, they would never build it all the way out to the ledge there. It'd make no sense. I really hate how those trees are right there. I use this for an early combat area. This track. Before I found a humble bundle with music that just people seem to love for some reason, like Infinite. Oh, that tree is right over by there. There's one just like it. I hate it. I can put it like right here and then just shove it in the foreground here. And paint over the top of it to kind of get that look. Oh. Let's grab a bunch of stones and make a curious circle. So people can think that, you know, she made a little mini Stonehenge. Just so people will wonder what's up with that. I'm not going to tell them why ever. I don't. No. We're going to, something weird. It'll just be one of those little factual things, little tidbits it's just thrown in there that if you happen to be paying attention, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's there. Huh. And then you'll just wonder why. And I put it there so you'll wonder why. That's literally the reason. Nah. I'm a big one for just random little callback things in here. If you just happen to, remember something later on, it might come back as a story thing. It won't matter, like, it's not going to change the world, but I might find it interesting to just have it. Oh, I'll ominously put it around a tree that's all dying. And thus the Dark Lord would come when the 6 stones surrounded the dead tree. Tree from the underworld, yes. Or it's just an awkward random nature thing, because nature's full of awkward things like that. Usually people build little trails to said things because it's... Other people go, oh, that's so cool, and they'll go to it, so... Every time there was anything even remotely unique in the forest, there was always a trail to it. Yeah, people are basically pack animals. They kind of all follow the same thing. It's kind of adorable to watch. Why are all the plants not on one? Okay. Feeling it. We're currently battling the map. It's great. Alright, so I think I like where a lot of this is at. I'm going to save it. I think in the back corner behind that island, I'm going to put a bit more rock to kind of establish that it's kind of like the edge of a mountainside kind of thing, and that's what you're walking onto. And it's just kind of a lookout point. Maybe I can have a little pier for them to fish on or something. That'd be kind of a thing that they could do. But then I got to establish the correct height for that. I don't know if I want to do that. Huh. I had so many changes. I need to save more often than I do. I just don't, for whatever reason. Alright. Let's... Oh, that's great. I can just flatten that to the background because the top area is in the foreground. That's a great trick. Oh my gosh, I have to remember that. Back ones first. Actually, not too bad at all. No, I just can't erase the moment. Interesting. It occurred to me that was an idea you could do. Neat. I sure want to flatten that to the foreground at all. I might just what am I trying to aim for this? Is the question. This is gonna be flat in the back. Let's just remove it entirely. Flat in the background. No. They're all gonna have to go to the background, so let's do it now? Question mark? That's for easy use, I'll do this there. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that worked out fine. Alright, and then by doing this, now it'll look like it's partially underwater. Right at the bottom too, a bit. That's gonna be a cooler map. Don't ask why anybody would want to live in this area, but I suspect I can make this look better than I think we can. And then let's subtract that. I have a new plan. A much easier plan. Just grab a texture. Not T-fields. One of those is fine, I suppose. Use this at 1.2, so. Good enough. We'll have that later, maybe. One of the things I also did was I had moss growing on it. What's the texture for that? textures are pretty neat. Is this one? That's right. This is currently well, now I can draw it. I was able to do this. Growth on these things. They're really moist. Actually down by the water, not so much over there. Okay. And maybe like a random straggler out there or something, just where the water wasn't running quite as fast. I don't quite like what's going on down here yet, but we're getting there. It's starting to look like a real map. Alright, well, I think the plan now is probably to erase these first of all, because not much use for them right there. Before I put it in the background is I can just erase it. I'm gonna end up adding more stuff around places just because I detest up here, and up here is just a little too wild. I probably need to move some plants around a bit. I will kind of do that, I guess. I don't know. Well, this area is almost a wonderland unto itself. That's funny. Apparently that's all I make. I just make wonderlands. Just don't worry about it. Nope. Don't mess with that one. Okay. Alright. So, let's test it once again in the game and see how it looks. Gives me an excuse to save as well. Alright. Once again, we're going to save it a new size. I'm going to play this light game. I deliberately have the select not very high so I don't have to fix a lot of problems. They tend to crop up when I do that. That gets most of it. This is a little ugly, but I may end up manually fixing that later. Doesn't seem to affect that too much, so I should be able to delete it. Oh, this won't be the final version, so I don't gotta get it too perfect. That causes some problems. Let's just undo that one. I don't need it perfect. And I'm not going to go and sit there and fix every little thing, probably. Alright, I guess I'll fix some little things. Not too much, though. Okay, well, that's going to be something we'll deal with later, I guess. Anyway, I did switch the sides, right? I forget that so often, I almost paranoidly check at this point. Oh, not those. Doink. Yeah, it's starting to look like a cool map. Slowly but surely. Actually. Wrong thing. Everything has a different scroll option, and I tend to forget which one I'm using half the time. Some particles around. I probably should have one extra one out here just in case. See, I don't have a very good waterfall yet, so that's going to be its own little problem. At least not of that size, I don't think. Alright, well, let's see if I can just gap one somewhere, just snag it. I guess I could make one. Waterfall Super is the one I use. Just really quick here. We're gonna bring a Pixie Particle Editor. Yay! That to fix the black thing there. We're gonna make a particle! Yay! Make particle! Make particle! Blanking on where it was for a second there. Cover water. Looks like it's snowing. Yay. Oh. Nice. I delete the wrong one. Nice. Good job, me. Okay, that's gonna be like way too long. I can just give him a shorter shelf life, probably. A far shorter shelf life. Make it way less particles too while we're at it. Actually, well, lower the speed a bit. It's a little better. Ah, there we go. Might be too wide. How wide is it here? Let's see. Not that one. Oh, yeah. A little smaller than that. A little smaller. Just saying, a little smaller. Mission circle smaller, and then we'll just scale it. Just flat scale it down a bit. That's pretty good. It could probably be a bit shorter than that, though. Make it last 1.2 seconds. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we navigate to that and do a quick rename. Waterfall, I'm just gonna name where it's at, Waterfall Front Yard. Alright, so we take our Waterfall Front Yard. And put it in our particles folder. Then we go into our game. And we're going to add Waterfall Front Yard. The particle emitter. For the incredibly long list of particles I have, much of which is usually a liquid of some sort. Alright, so that's the name. We're gonna put this at just at 0 for now. And Waterfall Front Yard. Let's see how that looks. Alright. Let's party. Time to find my control here. Oh, apparently I haven't deleted her yet. Oh, that's actually about the right size. So I'm gonna have to put the bridge on a higher up, but or I'll just put this behind farther. I'll cut this part out, put it behind, and then the waterfall will appear in front of it. It's not bad. Okay, I'll fix that in post. That's kind of a lookout point. I may put some cool rocks jetting out or something right around here. Kind of make it a little nicer. We'll keep going here. I'll probably make a particle that shoots the water this way, so it looks like it's flowing. Got a portal over there because I haven't deleted it. This needs another little fence here or something, just to make it nice. Probably true. I could make it simpler for walkout on this. That's fine. I'll probably do that. Huh. Yeah, I just need to put this behind there so the waterfall falls to right about here and then the water covers it. And I'll put weird little cloud trick I did for the other waterfall at the bottom, so it'll look all cool. Alright. I need to erase the bottom of those, but I'll do that as one of the final steps. Also, I could probably do a slightly better job of erasing that. It does cover it pretty well, though, but it looks like it just kind of can't really see anything through it. It's a little too opaque. So, I'll figure that out. So, make this a little less crappy. Do something with this so it doesn't look so symmetrical and nice, because that's just not how the world is. And add a fence down here to create kind of a weird little mausoleum scene there. Honestly, the mausoleum needs to be a little bigger, probably. Yeah. Probably the case. Alright, well, if that's what we're doing. I guess I'll make that particle. I need to make one anyway. I did it already on one map. After the overlook has it. Water 6. Making water 2, I believe, at this point. Which is just the direction on the keyboard. I think for this I just changed the rotation. That's what I did. Right? Oh. What if I do 80 and 100? That's almost a waterfall though. That's not gonna work. So we do a waterfall. Water 2 is basically a waterfall. Huh. Can't say I thought about that. I guess I could do it slightly off to the side. So, like 115? And 130? No, I did do like 140, 130. Oh, that's that direction. So the other way, So 40 and 50? Does that look okay? I might need to make a very special one for this one. Let's see. It's going off to the side a bit. The optical illusion on this might be a little harder than I thought. What if I turn the water on its side? Now, like that. It's kind of at an angle, but it's not that much of an angle. Oh, what about like 50, 55? I think I'm just going to make the number 7 and just not worry about it, because I'm sure I'm going to end up needing it in a lot of them anyway. Oh, it's under water 3. I guess there's something people can't see in there, but you know. Never be too careful. I'll just get rid of those. Alright, now that we've done that out there, let's grab water 3 and drag it back to particles. Grab the name. Add it to ParticleEmitter. Try to get so many. I still use a lot of them. I don't know if I use all of them. Whatever. Water 3. Nope. Not. Alright, so water 3. Yeah, make all the water kind of flow that way. Oh. Weird dialogue thing? Nice. I have many experiments to try to fix the dialogue of RM to not be called lame. So far, I have some interesting ideas, but we're just gonna have the water be kind of calm for over here and then really pick up speed. Right around there. Alright, and then now before I do too much else with this map, I'm gonna probably have a probably gonna have to actually work on the actual map because I don't want to do a bunch of parallaxing and then have to change it. But just for some ideas of what I need to do. A couple of those there. I think right around here actually. I guess it's annoying for not even having the rock behind it. It'd probably just cover it, but nah. Also, while we're at it, I don't need this here. Get that map object. I'll run back into it real fast, take a look. Alright, a little shitty portal there? Oh, I just looked a little strange for a second there. Oh, look at that! Ooh. Not even water there, but this part here, that's cool. Just the extra motion there, where it's just you can see it going crazy. Wow. These are gonna have to be above it, and then I'm gonna have to still move the bridge, or something a little different with the bridge. I'm probably gonna move the bridge down, to be honest. Well, I'll have to parallax at that point, but dude, I think it would just get clobbered by the waterfall. Like the worst bridge. I really like how fast this is going, though. You can just see it with like the motion coming from there. Oh, accidental genius strikes again. Alright, well. So, big change we need to make, as far as I can tell, is actually probably just move these over. I don't think I even need to do any more than that. Just move them over. Well, I'm gonna err on the side of caution here. Have extra. It's probably not the world's best choice, but it'll do. I really like that. Wow. So we're gonna make this mausoleum bigger too, I think. Because I don't think she could walk into it, so clearly not the best choice. I take off the thing that makes her smaller as she gets farther off in the distance. And my game's just not really that built for it, even though it is kind of a neat effect. Okay, anyway, let's play the mausoleum. Oh, I don't even like that. Can I make something cool with that? A little alcove over here would be kind of cool. Oh. How cool would it be, really? Bunch of extra little plants here I should grab. Another player can kind of walk out there. That's kind of cool. Oh, I'm not just using the slider. I just hate these little walls. They're just not that cool. I think a lot of the problem is that I think those trees are not very cool. So it makes me unhappy. Push these up against the thing there a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put all these down on 0. Try to keep all the overgrowth and everything on 1, so... Put a couple trees there to give it that gateway effect that people like. Kind of hide the way of the water there a little bit. Oh, that kind of sticking out over the top of it. I'll tell you about putting some broken spot there, but I think there's already enough randomness to it that it's not necessary to do another. I really want something else to be right here. I don't know what yet. Look at that. Try something like that. Kind of interfering with the feng shui of my cursed tree over here. Cursed tree feng shui is very important. There's nothing more wrong in the world than cursed tree feng shui. Nothing grows in the circle. Nothing. Stay out of the circle. Yes. Discuss. I'm gonna go for the real cursed feel going on here. I don't know if I want to do that though. Also, I think this needs to be moved down a bit. That looks more like a place you would walk down to than the other place, which was just a little too high up. If that's the case, I probably want to do this a little bit. I also kind of want to temper it a little, and also I realize that's now on the thing, so I can't temper it too hard. On the background a little bit. Just kind of want to temper it a tiny bit. I don't want it to look like they go there that often. It is a mausoleum, I mean, you know, pay respects to the dead, but maybe not literally today. I don't even know if I want actual rocks over there, or maybe it's just a little bridge and they just go over and it's just place. Kind of want a little dock there. Oh, this is perfect. Size of these. Well, the dock's gonna need to be big enough that someone can walk on it, so. That gives it more of a point to that. Well, with that there... I think I've established that these are too high. I think I want to erase that. And make it look like it's in the water a little bit. I'm not sure that's worth doing because of the fact that I'm gonna go to erase it. It probably won't come out that good. Oh, it needs to be a little lower anyway, so can always come back and erase it one more time. I want the player to be able to walk out on it, so it can't be too far off the map. That's the only issue I have here. If it's too far off the map, then the player's too tall. I'm just build a little dock out in the pond there, just make it a weird place, you know? It's like my dad used to do things. He used to just make the weirdest setups for things. No idea why, he just would. Fine. I don't know if it's even necessary there. That kind of looked a little cool, I guess. Oh, not that one. Probably like that's not too bad. Oh, actually. That's a little strange. That's because it's like a window. I guess it's on the background anyway. I don't want that. It's already kind of got something there. I may need to put something to have it behind it though, so that it covers the other area, I guess. These are using 323, 145. Not quite the same color. That's pretty close. Not 100 plus changes, I guess I can save. Well, that's open, but I don't need it. Taking home to do all that. Nice. Pick up on all the various things going on here. That saves almost lightning fast when I'm not streaming. That's okay. Starting to get pretty late here. 3:28 a.m. A little bit later than I want it to be, but you know, whatever. I didn't think about actually decorating this island. Can I put that in the background? I don't know what that is, but I don't want it. It seems kind of like not very useful. Alright, now we're going to erase this here. I have to put this behind something because otherwise it won't look very good. I don't like this thing. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Is that -4? Oh, that's fair. I want more. One's enough. One's enough. Oh. Better. I still need something here. Through this random dead tree. Right there. More artistic than reversible, I suppose. Heading over here. Alright, so there's definitely space for some sort of cool thing. I'm not certain what I want next. Sometimes I look for inspiration for something unique to put over there, but I don't know. A mini garden or something. And for now, we're just going to put my various well, it seems like my internet's just going to gonna have problems, so I think I'm just gonna call it tonight because, hey, you know, the internet has decided. So, sorry I have to call it early. So we have so far, and I'll be back later for part 2. Anyway, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. If not, well, you know, I'll make more. Maybe you'll like the next one. Anyway, have a great night.